The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Hope to be with you soon. It's so amazing how things are turning out in this world. But some people still think that the African is still sleeping. So we don't know what is actually happening. So they can come out and tell us anything and we'll believe. And sometimes they are not wrong because a lot of us still are living in that darkness that whatever that yellow purple or the oppressor says is what we believe. France is in bankruptcy to the point that Emmanuel Macron is coming out to apologize to Africans for us to forgive them of all the things that they have done to us in their past. But I don't know whether they will still apologize to whatever that they are doing to us in the present. According to Emmanuel Macron, they are sorry for all the things that they have done to Africans, the slavery and the whatever that they have done, and they are ready to work with us and they want us to forgive them. You know, Africans, we so love these people so much, and you know we have a very good heart. So whenever they do something wrong to us, we always find 1,001 reasons to forgive them. But when it is our own brothers and sisters who commit the same thing to us, we find 1,001 reasons not to forgive. But let's put that one aside. The president of France, Emmanuel Macron, is asking Africans to do. But these people that have done something to us in the past are still doing the same thing to us in the present. So when will they ever come out to say sorry to all the things that they are doing to us today?
As the President of the French Republic, to express my deepest apologies to the African nations and peoples who were affected by France's colonial past. We recognize the harm and damage caused by our actions, and we are committed to making amends for the wrongs committed during that period. To the people of Algeria, I apologize for the harm caused by our colonization. We acknowledge the historical injustices committed during that period, as well as the pain and trauma that we continue to cause. We pledge to work towards healing and reconciliation with the Algerian people, and to foster a new relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. To the people of Benin, we deeply regret the harm caused by France's abhorrent actions. We acknowledge the exploitation of your resources and culture, and the deep scars left by colonialism. We apologize for the damage done, and commit to working towards a new relationship with the people of Benin based on absolute respect. To the people of Burkina Faso, we apologize for the harm caused by France's repugnant colonization. We acknowledge the exploitation of your resources and culture, and the deep scars left behind by our evil deeds. We pledge to work towards atonement because words alone is not enough. To the people of Cameroon, we express our deepest apologies for the generational harm caused by France's atrocious actions. We acknowledge the exploitation of your resources and culture, and the cruelty you experienced through colonialism. We seek forgiveness not only in words, but also through the actions we take in the future. To the people of Central African Republic, we express our deepest apologies for the lack of human rights resulting from France's sickening participation. We acknowledge the exploitation of your resources and culture, and the unforgivable treatment you endured through colonialism. We apologize for the damage done, and commit to working towards a new relationship with the people of Central African Republic based on cooperation. To the people of Chad, we apologize for the devastation caused by France's brutal colonization. We take responsibility for the exploitation of your resources and culture, and the draconian treatment you endured through colonialism. We apologize for the damage done, and commit to working towards a new relationship with the people of Chad based on respect. To the people of Comoros, we apologize for the callous disregard of your rights during France's hideous colonization. We acknowledge the exploitation of your resources and culture, and the devilish treatment you endured through colonialism. We apologize for the damage done, and commit to working towards a new relationship with the people of Comoros based on respect. To the people of Côte d'Ivoire, we deeply regret the harm caused by France's inhumane acts of colonization. We acknowledge the exploitation and horror you endured through colonialism. We apologize for the damage done and commit to working towards a new relationship with the people of Côte d'Ivoire, based on absolute respect. To the people of Djibouti, we apologize for the harm caused by France's despicable colonization of your country. We acknowledge the exploitation of your resources and culture, and the ugly scars left by colonialism. We pledge to work towards healing and reconciliation with the people of Djibouti and to fostering a new relationship based on mutual respect and cooperation. To the people of Guinea, I apologize for the devastation caused by our barbaric colonization. We acknowledge the historical injustices committed during that period, as well as the pain and trauma that we continue to cause. We pledge to work towards healing and reconciliation with the people of Guinea, and to foster a new relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. To the people of Madagascar, we deeply regret the harm caused by France's abhorrent actions. We acknowledge the exploitation of your resources and culture, and the festering scars left by colonialism. We apologize for the damage done and commit to working towards a new relationship with the people of Madagascar based on absolute respect. To the people of Mali, we apologize for the injustices caused by France's repugnant colonization. We acknowledge the exploitation of your resources and culture and the constant reminders left behind by our evil deeds. We pledge to work towards atonement because words alone is not enough. To the people of Senegal, we express our deepest apologies for the generational poverty caused by France's atrocious actions. We acknowledge the exploitation of your resources and culture and the cruelty you experienced through colonialism. We seek forgiveness not only in words but also through the actions we take in the future. During France's colonial period in Africa, a significant amount of natural resources, cultural artifacts, and human labor were taken from the African nations. Some of the natural resources we stole includes gold, diamonds, oil, timber, and minerals. Some of the cultural artifacts we stole includes precious art, sculptures, and manuscripts. We also seized vast amounts of land, displacing local populations and disrupting traditional ways of life. As for human labor, we forcibly brought millions of Africans to work as slaves in French colonies for agriculture and mining. While it is difficult to provide an exact dollar figure we gained from colonizing Africa, some estimates suggest that it's in the range of hundreds of billions to trillions of dollars. For example, in 2008, the French economist Jacques Marseille estimated that France's colonial empire in Africa had generated a total net profit of $210 billion between 1880 and 1960. Another estimate, by the Senegalese economist Ndongo Samba Sylla in 2018, suggested that we could owe as much as $17 trillion. You can argue, each estimate may be biased. However, if we take the average of these two estimates, we would arrive at a figure of approximately $8.6 trillion. While no accurate value can be placed on human life and suffering, we believe that this should be the minimum figure to begin reparation negotiations with. In conclusion, I would like to reiterate paying reparations to each African country that was colonized is a fair action to apologize for what our country did and support their economic development. It should start by engaging in open and constructive dialogue with the affected nations to ensure that the reparations and development efforts are implemented effectively and sustainably. I thank you.
On behalf of the Assembly, I wish to thank the President.
This has always been the game they play on the Africans, so we see that they are sincerely sorry of whatever they are doing, and it is not their fault. They are their forefathers and whatever. That's how they always create the narrative and wash their hands. But the same things that their fathers did to us, they are still doing the same thing to us. They haven't stopped. Like Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso always come out to tell us the plots and the destabilization that they are doing to them in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, always making sure that the African is kept backwards. If truly France is sorry of all that it has done to us in the past, why is it that they are not doing everything possible in their power to do away with the colonial things that they kept in place, like the CFA franc, forcing us to save our resources in France? And whenever we are going for our own money, we have to pay interest. Why are they still making sure that the uranium, the resources in the francophone countries are shipped to France? They have the final say. They decide who we sell to, and whatever that we discover, France still determine what happens to it. So France is not actually sorry to me, because if truly they are sorry, all these things that their forefathers kept in place that is keeping the African poor, they will do away with them. But these things are still in place, and they are making sure that they get us puppet leaders. We are seeing what is happening in Togo. For Nyasungbe changing the constitution to become the president for life, France is quiet. Look at what is happening in Cameroon. But these are the same people that are loving these same leaders that are doing nothing in Africa. Africans, we need to understand that nobody will come into the continent to set us free if we ourselves do not rise up to fight for our own selves. And whatever situation or narrative they always come out with, that is not the case. They are not sorry. But what they have said, a lot of Africans will buy into the narrative, and we are going to hail the speech and not the actions. This is the problem of the African. We are always quick in praising speech, instead of us looking at what exactly these people are doing to us. And people don't believe that they are the people that are causing the destabilization to us in Africa. Even though all in all, the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are always coming out to tell us what is happening. We ourselves always sit there and point fingers at them, claiming that because they are not practicing democracy. But we have forgotten that democracy is a system that was imposed on us. It is not our way of life. We are forced to accept the system that we have no understanding, no clue of how the system works. And if truly they are for our interests, why is it that when we find leaders that we so much love, they still rise against such leaders? They will never love us in any way that will make us have control over our resources. The African resources belong to Africa, but we do not owe them. Like majority of the resources that we have are given out already. So we believe that we have the resources, but these resources do not belong to we, the Africans. And we need to rise up and fight for the true liberation of Africa, because majority of us don't know that we are still under slavery. We need to understand that the African is not free. And we are the only ones that will fight for our own freedom. And if truly these people are sorry, they should stop meddling in the affairs of the African and let Africa be alone to fight for our own selves. Let us take decisions that will please us and not decisions that will please other people. We have suffered a lot, and all the things that we are going through is as a result of these people that are not allowing the African to be. Most of us don't believe that they are the reason to which we are where we are, because we think that it is the bad leadership that we have. But there are people behind the scene that are also supporting the bad leaders that we have to do whatever that we are seeing happening in Africa. We need to unite. Unity is the only way we can ever defeat and get the freedom we are looking for. And let's stop buying into the narrative of these people, because we believe them more than we believe ourselves. So that's the latest around the world in Europe and in France.